Hello there. Ever since we were kids at school, our teachers used to ask us to brainstorm. Even when we grew up, we are still practicing brainstorming, whether in college, at work, or even in social events. Brainstorming is an individual, or group activity, used to generate new ideas and solve problems. It is one of the most important methods of data gathering and problem solving. In this video, I am going to guide you through how to organize and moderate an effective and productive group brainstorming session. And it is actually easy, like baking a cake. A good baker always prepares his workstation before starting to bake. He gets all the ingredients, preheats the oven, and prepares all necessary kitchenware. You, as a moderator, will have to prepare in the same way: your ingredients, the oven, and the kitchenware. Let's start with the main ingredients, your participants. If you mix eggs only, you'll get an omelette. You want to bake a cake? You have to mix different ingredients. Similarly, in a brainstorming session, you should not limit your invitations to the specialists in the topic you're going to discuss. Brainstorming is all about creativity and thinking out of the box. For these sessions to achieve this goal, your participants should have different specialties. It is also very important to invite participants from diverse cultural backgrounds, both sexes and different age groups. Remember that everyone will approach the topic from his perspective. That's why you need different perspectives. This is exactly what is needed in a brainstorming session. As for the number, something between 5 to 10 is good, of course, depending on the topic. A final note on participants, and it is quite surprising. Send the invitations as late as possible. Yes, you heard it right. As late as possible. In fact, if you can invite them on the last minute, it would be perfect, as long as you are sure that this will not interfere with their schedules. You don't want your participants to think ahead of the topic. If so, you'll be losing the most important property of brainstorming: spontaneity. Just as the baker preheats his oven to the suitable temperature, you too, as a moderator, should prepare a meeting room with suitable environment. Suitable room temperature, good lighting, and comfortable chairs. Do not forget to prepare some snacks and drinks. Do not overlook these details. You want your group comfortable to be productive and innovative, not fleeing on the first chance. Ingredients are ready, the oven is preheated, now let's prepare the kitchenware. Every meeting has its needings. But generally speaking, you might need a projector to present the main topics, pencils and papers so each participant will write down his ideas, but most importantly, you need a whiteboard that you will personally use to write down all ideas suggested by the team. Ideas raised should be always in front all participants, because in many cases, new ideas can come up from other ideas. And this is exactly the main objective of a brainstorming session. Now that everything is ready, the time has arrived and the meeting has started. Always start by a brief introduction. Explain to the participants the objective of the meeting briefly, using visual aids if possible. Allow them to introduce themselves if they don't know each other already. Also, it is important to list the ground rules of the brainstorming meeting. You can set your own rules, but make sure the following are included. First, allow each participant to speak for a couple of minutes and give one idea at a time. Just one. All participants will talk in order, preferably as seated. When all participants speak, repeat the cycle for 2 to 3 times. The duration of turn and the number of cycles depends on the complexity of the topic, but nothing less than 1 to 2 minutes each, for at least 3 cycles. Then, allow for an open talk, but only with the permission of the moderator. This phase can extend as long as the moderator feels suitable. Remember to write down all ideas on the whiteboard. This is very important. At some times, you will feel that the participants ran out of ideas. Here is your turn to intervene. Do not give ideas, it's not your job. Just give hints, relate ideas that are already expressed, or simply read some of the ideas written on the board. This will stimulate the participants to come up with new ideas. No interruption is allowed. An idea flashed into their mind, ask them to write it down on the papers provided and ask permission to speak it out. Side conversations are not allowed also, even if discussing the topic. All talking should be addressed to the moderator only. You don't want to miss a good idea lost in a side conversation. But the most important rule to follow is no judgments whatsoever. Explain to the participants that evaluation of ideas will be done in a later stage. Remember that in a brainstorming session we care about the quantity of ideas rather than quality. At this stage, all ideas are welcome no matter how crazy or ridiculous they might sound. Thinking out of the box is highly appreciated. In fact, all great ideas were inspired by crazy ideas. During the meeting, make sure the rules are followed properly, and I guarantee a good session with lot of brilliant ideas that will come up. Just remember to write down everything on the board, and keep alert for stagnation and intervene when needed. I wish this video was helpful and gave you a good idea on how to conduct a successful brainstorming session. If you want to receive other informative videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Thank you.